It was January 6, 2024, when a mother boarded a flight with her 4-year-old son to another city. After arriving, she took a cab to a hotel in a beachside area popular with tourists. She checked in with her son. For the next 3 days, hotel staff saw her coming and going with the child. To them, it looked like a simple family holiday. But the night of 8 January changed everything. Around 10 p.m., she called the reception. She didn't ask for dinner. She didn't ask for towels. She asked for a taxi. The staff were confused. The distance form that placed to her destination was over 550 kilometers and a 10-12-hour journey by road. They gently advised, "Ma'am, a flight will be faster and cheaper." But she insisted, "No, book a cab. Don't worry about the cost." So the hotel arranged a taxi. At 1 a.m., she checked out, alone, carrying one large bag. Staff helped her load the heavy bag into the boot. She tipped them, sat in the taxi, and the car drove into the night. To anyone watching, it looked like an unusual but harmless late-night departure. But by morning, nothing looked normal anymore. When housekeeping went to clean the room she had vacated, while sweeping floor, they noticed small bloodstains on the tiles and in the bathroom. The housekeeper informed the manager. Manager came, he saw the stains and felt something was off. He remembered clearly. She checked in with a child, but checked out alone, with a bag heavier than usual. He dialed the police immediately. Police arrived, inspected the room, confirmed the blood marks, and asked, "Who stayed here?" They told them, "A woman left with a taxi around 1 a.m. Now, suspicion turned into alarm. Police took the taxi driver's number and called him. He handed the phone to the passenger. When officers asked, "Where is your son?" she calmly replied, "He is with a relative." She even gave them an address, but when police sent an officer to check, there was no such house. The address was fake. The situation was now serious. Police called the taxi driver again. They spoke quietly and advised, "Don't tell her anything. Find the nearest police station. Drive straight into its compound." The driver obeyed. He located police station, turned the car sharply inside, and ran to alert the officers. Police came out, asked her to step out, searched her, and removed the heavy bag from the boot. They asked her to open it. Inside, under clothes, was the body of her 4-year-old son, his limbs folded tightly. When police asked who the child was, she said softly, "He is my son." Police rushed, secured transit remand, and brought her back for interrogation. Investigators dug into her past. By profession, she was an AI expert, someone who lectured the world on how technology should be used responsibly. She became a CEO of her own company. Looking at her achievements, her success, no one could have predicted what would happen next. She had married a man from a nearby city. They met, fell in love, and married in 2010. Their son was born in 2019. But by 2020, during the pandemic, their marriage collapsed. They lived separately. The child stayed with his mother. Father loved his son deeply and tried to meet him often, but she reportedly resisted. After filing for separation in court, they were eventually granted a divorce and ruled that the father could meet his son 4 Sundays a month. For most people, this is normal. For her, police say, this became the breaking point. Investigators believe she could not bear the thought of her ex-husband sharing joyful moments with their child. They suspect anger, bitterness, and revenge had grown so strong that she was willing to destroy her own motherhood, just to take away his happiness. Police allege that on the night of 8 January, inside that hotel room, between roughly 8 and 10 p.m., she killed her son, packed his body into the bag, and planned to return to her workplace by road to avoid airport scanners. Today, she is in jail, facing charges of murder. This case leaves behind questions that cut deep. How does hatred become stronger than a mother's love? How does an ethics expert lose all sense of ethics in her own personal life? How can anger reach a point where a child, who knows nothing about divorce, custody, or court, pays the price? We often say love can make people blind, but this story shows something darker. Hatred can make a person destroy everything, even the innocent life they once created.